Lovely viewers, gather around because today's story has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, leaving fans gasping, confused, and searching for answers. The topic on everyone's lips is the unexpected move by none other than Lee Min-ho, the Korean superstar admired globally, who reportedly deleted all photos of Song Hye Kyo from his Instagram account. Yes, you heard it right. A love story that fans have followed with so much passion, a journey many believed was untouchable, now seems to have taken an uncertain turn. This move didn't just stir curiosity, it left millions stunned, questioning what it means for the power couple who have dominated headlines for months. So let's dive deep into this unfolding drama together, piece by piece, while I ask you, what do you think might be behind such a bold action? Could it be a misunderstanding, a hint of trouble, or something entirely different? Stay with me because by the end of this story, you'll be buzzing with emotions and ideas. It all began with fans noticing something unusual on Lee Min-ho's Instagram page. His feed, which had been filled with glimpses of romance, joy, and tender moments with Song Hye Kyo, suddenly looked bare. Photos that once showed their vacations, cozy dinners, hand-in-hand strolls, and even subtle romantic hints were gone. For fans who had spent countless hours analyzing those posts, liking every update, and gushing over their chemistry, the disappearance of those snapshots felt like a rug pulled from under their feet. People immediately began to speculate. Did the couple fight? Was this just a cleanup for a new project? Or was it something deeper? The first wave of reactions came from social media. Twitter, or X as it's now called, erupted with hashtags like hashtag Lee Min-ho, hashtag Song Hye Kyo, and even hashtag Min Kyo breakup trending within hours. Fans began posting screenshots of his Instagram before and after the deletion, pointing out which photos had disappeared. Some claimed this wasn't just about cleaning up his page. This was personal. Why delete every memory with her? One fan wrote. If it was about privacy, he could archive them. But deleting means something. Others tried to calm the storm by suggesting maybe it was for an upcoming brand deal or a strategy for his career, since celebrities often curate their feeds to align with endorsements. Still, the question remained. Why only the photos with Song Hye Kyo? Lovely viewers, let's pause and think about it together. Imagine being in a relationship so public, so closely watched, that every post you make becomes a statement. Imagine how much pressure that puts on both people. Could it be that Lee Min-ho, feeling the weight of public expectations, decided to take control of his narrative by erasing those posts? Or could it truly mean that something behind closed doors isn't as perfect as it appeared? Fans are torn between heartbreak and hope, and that's what makes this story so emotionally charged. Song Hye Kyo herself has remained silent through it all, at least publicly. Her Instagram still features moments of her life, her projects, and her timeless elegance. But sharp-eyed fans have noticed that she hasn't posted anything directly related to Lee Min-ho in recent weeks. This silence is fueling even more speculation. Is she ignoring the noise? Or is her silence a subtle statement in itself? Some fans argue that the couple may have agreed to step back from public displays of affection, keeping their relationship private after months of being under the spotlight. Others, however, fear the worst, that this silence paired with Lee Min-ho's deletions is proof that something is broken. And the reactions haven't stopped there. Media outlets in Korea and across Asia are running headlines, dissecting the move from every angle. Talk shows are debating whether this is simply a celebrity tactic or a genuine sign of trouble. Even international fans are weighing in, with many saying they feel betrayed because they had rooted so hard for the couple. Isn't it fascinating how celebrities' personal lives become so interwoven with the emotions of fans worldwide? People aren't just watching Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo as stars, they've become invested in their story like it's their own love tale. Now let's get interactive, my dear viewers. If you were in Lee Min-ho's shoes, would you erase those memories for the sake of privacy, or keep them up as a sign of respect for what you shared? And if you were Song Hye Kyo, how would you feel seeing your partner suddenly wipe away those digital traces? Put yourself in their place for a moment. Doesn't it raise complex emotions? Some say deleting photos is just social media housekeeping. Others believe it's a symbolic act, like closing a chapter. Which side do you lean toward? Interestingly, some insiders claim that Lee Min-ho has been under immense pressure lately, juggling filming schedules, brand endorsements, and constant scrutiny about his personal life. They suggest this Instagram move might be his way of drawing a line between his professional and personal worlds. Still, the timing makes it hard for fans to accept this explanation. Why now, when everything seemed to be blossoming between him and Song Hye Kyo? Theories are flying everywhere. A section of fans insists the couple had a disagreement. Another group speculates it could be tied to an upcoming drama or film role, where Lee Min-ho wants to project a certain image without the distraction of his real-life romance. A few even whisper that this could be part of a larger PR strategy, building suspense for something bigger. Imagine if all this drama ends with an announcement that shocks us even more, like a secret wedding or an upcoming joint project. Wouldn't that be the ultimate twist? But let's not ignore the emotional toll. Fans have been sharing heartfelt messages online, expressing their sadness and confusion. "I supported them with all my heart. This hurts like a personal breakup," wrote one international fan. Another said, "Maybe they're protecting their love by keeping it private. We should respect that." Lovely viewers, don't you feel that bittersweet tension too? The mix of sadness, hope, and curiosity. It's like watching your favorite drama unfold in real life, except this time, the actors aren't following a script. Some observers are quick to point out that deleting photos doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is over. Many couples, both celebrity and non-celebrity, sometimes take this step to relieve pressure or mark a new phase. Could it be that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo are stronger than ever behind the scenes, and this is their way of guarding their happiness? Imagine them laughing together, watching fans spiral over the deletions, while they privately enjoy their bond without interference. That would be quite the twist, wouldn't it? On the flip side, the skeptics argue that this move is too drastic to be brushed aside. They believe where there's smoke, there's fire. They point to other celebrity couples who deleted photos before eventually announcing their breakups. Could this be history repeating itself? Or is Lee Min-ho simply misunderstood? Lovely viewers, let me ask you this. Have you ever deleted photos of someone you cared about from your own social media? Was it painful? Was it a sign of moving on, or just an act of self-protection? Sharing those personal reflections helps us understand why fans are reacting so strongly now. As the days pass, everyone is watching closely to see if either Lee Min-ho or Song Hye Kyo will break their silence. Will Lee Min-ho explain the deletions? Will Song Hye Kyo post something cryptic, as celebrities often do when emotions run high? Or will they both choose to let the mystery linger, leaving fans in suspense? That silence itself could speak louder than words. For now, one thing is clear. This story has captured the hearts and emotions of millions. The deletion of those photos is not just a digital act. It's a powerful symbol that people are interpreting through their own lenses of love, heartbreak, and hope. Whether it means the end of a fairy tale or simply a new chapter remains to be seen. And so, my lovely viewers, as we wait for answers, the question becomes, how do we, as fans, balance our love and support for our favorite stars with respect for their personal choices? Perhaps the best we can do is continue to cheer for their happiness, whether together or apart, and remember that behind the glamour and fame, they are human beings navigating love just like the rest of us. Remember, when something happens with stars of this magnitude, it's never just about one action. It ripples across entire fan communities worldwide, sparking discussions, debates, and even heartbreak. And so, the continuation of this story only becomes richer and more complex. One of the most striking aspects of this situation is how fans are reacting differently depending on their perspective. Some of them see the deletions as a betrayal. They had invested emotionally in every photo, every caption, and every glimpse into the couple's romance. To suddenly see all of that erased feels like losing a diary full of memories. Imagine scrolling through your phone and noticing that the person you love has deleted every photo of you. It would sting, wouldn't it? Now imagine that magnified by millions of people watching and commenting. That's what makes this situation so heavy. Fans aren't just passive observers. They feel like participants in this love story. And when those photos disappeared, it was as if they were erased too. Others, however, are defending Lee Min-ho's right to privacy. They argue that celebrities are entitled to protect their personal lives, especially when the public attention becomes overwhelming. Some even believe the deletions are a form of love, an effort to take the pressure off Song Hye Kyo, so their bond isn't defined by likes, comments, and tabloid headlines. Isn't it fascinating how one single action can spark such contrasting interpretations? It shows just how deeply invested people are in this relationship. In the middle of all this, Rumors are swirling about possible reasons behind the move. Industry insiders have whispered that Lee Min-ho has been preparing for a major international project, and producers may have advised him to project a certain image, an image free from distractions or associations with his personal life. Could this be a professional decision, misinterpreted by fans as a personal one? Or is it truly a reflection of changes in his relationship with Song Hye Kyo? Let's not forget, lovely viewers, that in the world of Korean entertainment, image is everything. Actors and actresses often face restrictions about how much of their personal lives they can reveal because it directly affects brand deals, audience perception, and even future roles. Perhaps Lee Min-ho wasn't erasing love, but simply reshaping his professional persona. Still, the emotional weight it carries cannot be ignored. Now, here's where things get even more interactive for us. Imagine you're part of Lee Min-ho's management team. You know the fans are deeply attached to his love story with Song Hye Kyo, but you also know the industry requires a certain level of control over image. Would you advise him to delete those photos for the sake of his career, knowing the heartbreak it might cause fans? Or would you encourage him to keep them as a testament to authenticity, regardless of professional risks? It's a tough choice, isn't it? Song Hye Kyo's silence, as we touched on earlier, is still one of the most intriguing parts of this puzzle. Silence can mean so many things. It can be strength, choosing not to feed into the storm. It can be pain, choosing to withdraw while emotions settle. Or it can be strategy, waiting for the right moment to speak. Fans are dissecting her every move, even down to the color schemes of her recent posts, trying to read between the lines. Some say her calm demeanor proves that everything is fine between them, while others argue it signals a quiet heartbreak. Lovely viewers, if you were her, would you break the silence to clear the air, or would you let people talk while you protect your peace? Meanwhile, fan communities across the world are engaging in heartfelt conversations about what this means for their own understanding of love. Many are reflecting on their own experiences of deleting photos after arguments or breakups. Some admitted that they once erased photos impulsively, only to regret it later when emotions cooled down. Others said deleting was a way to reclaim their independence and move forward. Isn't it incredible how a celebrity's action can mirror our own lives, triggering memories and emotions we thought we had buried? The longer the silence stretches, the more theories pile up. Some are hopeful, believing that the deletions are paving the way for something bigger, like a joint public appearance, a special project, or even a wedding announcement. Can you imagine the shock if all of this turned out to be part of a grand plan to surprise fans with something extraordinary? That would flip the narrative entirely. But until that happens, the suspense is like a cliffhanger in a drama that keeps us glued to the screen. On the other hand, skeptics continue to warn that we may need to prepare for bad news. They reference past celebrity couples who went down the same road. Public displays of affection, followed by sudden deletions, and eventually official breakups. Fans still remember the pain from those stories, and they fear history may repeat itself with Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo. But should we let fear control the narrative, or hold on to hope until we know the truth? That's the dilemma fans are struggling with right now. Lovely viewers, the beauty of this moment, if we can call it that, is how interactive it is. This isn't just about what Lee Min-ho did. It's about how each of us interprets it through our own lenses of love, heartbreak, and hope. That's why I keep asking you, what do you think? Are these deletions the sign of an ending, or just a new beginning in disguise? What makes this even more powerful is that the story isn't finished yet. It's unfolding in real time, and we are part of the conversation. Every comment you leave, every discussion fans have online, becomes part of the larger narrative surrounding these two stars. And that, lovely viewers, is why we must keep our hearts open. Because whatever comes next, whether it's heartbreak or happiness, we'll experience it together, as one community bound by love for these incredible stars. When I last said that love, whether public or private, is always a story worth telling, I meant it, and this moment with Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo proves just how powerful that statement is. Right now, their love story, or at least the perception of it, feels like it belongs to everyone watching, analyzing, and reacting. And that's why the deletions from Lee Min-ho's Instagram hit so hard. They weren't just photos being deleted, They were chapters of a shared narrative that millions of people had grown attached to. Every day since the deletions, fans have been coming up with fresh theories. Some say Lee Min-ho may be preparing for a complete rebrand of his online presence, wanting to start anew with a carefully curated image that doesn't tie him to anyone romantically. Others think it's the opposite, that he's hiding something significant, maybe even preparing the world for shocking news about his relationship with Song Hye Kyo. Lovely viewers, what do you think would be more surprising? If the deletions led to an announcement of a breakup, or if they were followed by something joyous, like a secret engagement reveal? The suspense is agonizing, but it's also what keeps everyone glued to their screens. Let's imagine the emotional side of this. If Song Hye Kyo were scrolling through Lee Min-ho's page, would she feel hurt seeing those photos gone, or would she understand the pressures he faces? In relationships, especially ones under the spotlight, actions that may seem small can carry deep meaning. Have you ever been in a situation where someone close to you erased or ignored something that mattered to you? That sting, that doubt, that lingering question of why. That's what fans are projecting onto this moment. They're not just watching two celebrities. They're reliving their own experiences of love, loss, and confusion. Now, some fans are taking a more hopeful angle. They say the deletions don't mean the end, but rather the beginning of a more private and intimate chapter for the couple. They believe Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo may have decided to protect their love from the constant scrutiny of the public eye. After all, isn't love sometimes stronger when it's nurtured away from noise and criticism? In that case, the deletions wouldn't symbolize heartbreak but rather commitment, an act of drawing boundaries between their private happiness and the world's demands. Lovely viewers, does that interpretation make sense to you? Could this really be about preservation, not separation? Meanwhile, the entertainment industry is buzzing. Journalists, bloggers, and entertainment pundits are dissecting every angle. Some claim their sources hint at tension between the two, while others insist that behind closed doors, nothing has changed. Can you see how the lack of clarity fuels even more curiosity? When stars remain silent, people fill in the gaps with their own imaginations, and those imaginations can create stories as powerful as any drama series. And let's talk about the fan community itself. It's not just about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo anymore. It's about the bond among fans who are experiencing this moment together. In online forums, people are sharing their feelings, comforting one another, and even debating respectfully about what might be happening. Some fans are heartbroken, others are defensive, and a few are even angry. But through it all, the sense of community is undeniable. They're united by love for the stars, and that unity is a story in itself. Lovely viewers, don't you find it beautiful that even in moments of uncertainty, people come together to share and support? The comparisons to past celebrity couples are also pouring in. Fans are recalling other stars who deleted photos, sparking breakup rumors, only for the truth to be revealed much later. Some point to couples who ended up stronger after similar actions, while others cite examples that ended in heartbreak. This back and forth of optimism and fear is what makes this story so gripping. We're not just watching events unfold, we're weighing possibilities against history, trying to predict an outcome. Let's think bigger for a moment. Could it be that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo are teaching us something important about modern love? That sometimes, love doesn't have to live on Instagram to be real. That sometimes, deleting photos doesn't mean deleting feelings. Perhaps the story here is less about a breakup and more about redefining how love survives in a digital age. Lovely viewers, when was the last time you thought about how much social media defines love in your own life? Would deleting photos really erase what you shared, or would the memories live on in your heart? These are the questions bubbling up as fans try to make sense of this act. And so, as we wait for either of them to break the silence, the tension only deepens. Every new post from Song Hye Kyo is analyzed like a clue. Every move by Lee Min-ho is dissected for hidden meaning. It's almost like watching a mystery unfold in real time, where the answers are just out of reach but tantalizingly close. Lovely viewers, here's the truth. Whether this is the end of a love story or simply a new chapter, it's clear that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo have left an indelible mark on their fans. People care so deeply because their story represented hope, romance, and the idea that fairy tales can exist in real life. And that's why this moment feels so heavy. It's not just about them, but about what they symbolize to millions of hearts. So what's next? Will we see an official statement? A subtle Instagram story? Or maybe even a surprise appearance together that erases all doubts? Until then, we are all left with questions, emotions, and endless speculation. And as always, lovely viewers, I want to hear from you. Do you believe this is heartbreak, or do you think it's love choosing a quieter path? Share your thoughts, because this journey isn't just theirs, it's ours too.